Grappling, kicking, and brutal takedowns sounds like just another Saturday night at the bars for IGN. However, as rowdy as our editors tend to get, we can't hold a candle to the boys in the UFC. If you want to fight your way through the ranks of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, you'll need a character that's as tough as he is skilled. Jessica Chobot here with a few tips on how to create a fighter that will dominate career mode in UFC 2009 Undisputed. When you start a new fighter's career, the first order of business is picking his fighting styles and applying skill points. Well, after making him look like Mauro Ranallo, of course. The striking and grappling styles you pick cannot be changed later in your career, so choose wisely. What makes this even harder is that styles that are good early on might not be the best later. Generally, we think a wrestler with solid boxing skills has the edge when you're early in a career. Strong wrestling skills let you control the ground game against other weak ground fighters, and solid boxing is usually enough to earn quick knockouts against easier opponents. You can focus your skill points on just standing punches and not worry about kicks. Sometimes the simplest way actually is the easiest. So that's nice for beginners, but ultimately we think Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai are the most effective styles. Once you've built up the skills of a BJJ fighter, you can dominate the ground game and be a threat from any position. BJJ fighters have great transition options, including crazy reverses from the bottom that'll put you in dominant positions. Standing, we think Muay Thai fighters have the best mix of distance striking, high kicks, and in-close beatdowns that come from an excellent clinch game. If you're willing to struggle through some early fights, we suggest a BJJ fighter with Muay Thai skills because the styles will pay off as you develop them. After you've chosen your style, you need to decide how to divvy up your initial allotment of skill points. At the beginning of a career, we suggest focusing the points heavily toward a couple of key skills. If you picked wrestling and boxing as your fight styles, put your skill points towards stand-up striking offense, takedown offense, and ground grappling offense. Don't bother building skills you won't be able to use early, like kick striking for a boxer or submission offense for a wrestler. They won't be very helpful. You can try to be a bit more balanced as you go through the career mode, but you really shouldn't waste too many skill points on things you won't use. Focus them on your offensive strengths and defensive weaknesses. And finally, here's the most important tip of them all. We strongly suggest you make your character look like Mauro Ranallo. We did a pretty poor job of it here, so if you can manage a better Ranallo, we hope you'll send us pictures to feedback_guides@ign.com and tell us how you did it. That's it for our Create a Character tips. Hopefully it'll point you in the right direction for UFC domination of awesomeness. For more tips, tricks, and plastic surgery advice, head over to ign.com.